I went into Five Nights at Freddy 2 genuinely excited, but walked out angrier than I've been in any other movie all year, aside from him and Strangers Chapter 2. This sequel does not just only disappoint, it actively wastes your time. Let's talk about it. This should have been the movie that proved this franchise has true staying power. Instead, it's messy, sloppy, and it shows how the team behind this movie does not care at all to make a good film overall. And there's one decision in this movie that broke my trust in the filmmakers and the team behind this. By the end of this review, you will know exactly why this film collapsed under its own hype, and whether if it's still worth watching despite everything that I have to say. I'm Chuy, and this is my brutally honest review for Five Nights at Freddy 2. Here, we are pulled back into the terrifying secrets of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, as the haunted animatronics return with darker intentions and a mystery that digs deeper into the franchise's twisted past. Five Nights at Freddy 2 was directed by Emma Tammy, and she also directed the first movie. As we all know, this movie is based off the franchise of the video game under the same name. I've never played the games, I only know the basics. I know most about it through my sister and she loved that game while growing up. I never bothered to see the first movie that came out in 2023, mainly because of the negative reviews and the horrible feedback online. But regardless, I know the first movie was a major box office success. It was made on a budget of $20 million and it made about $291 million in the box office. That is approximately 14 times the amount of the budget, and hence this sequel. Going in, I wanted this movie to prove me wrong. I was expecting tighter writing, good character development growth, and horror that actually earned its scares. And what we got instead felt like a rough draft to a better movie than we never actually got. Instead, we got a sequel that plays it safe. And what I'm about to say is its true greatest downfall, because you as a viewer should know at least the basics of this game or this IP to actually get the whole movie. Otherwise, everything that you see on screen means absolutely nothing to you. This team does not bother with anything other than true fan service, which is great for everyone that loved the first movie and loved this franchise, but for everyone else, it means nothing. As I was heading out of the theater, I did see some fans buying up all the popcorn buckets. One person had about 3 of the exact same buckets. So it's clear as day that this franchise has this loyal fan base. And I wish I was able to enjoy this movie as much as them. It's just not for me. In my book, this movie is a true disaster. I would rather pay to go see Predator Badlands or Sisu, A Road to Revenge. Hell, even him. And if you saw my review for him, do you know that's a really low bar. But for now, let me go over everything that I like about this film. I will say, the animatronics in this movie look pretty good. I'll give credit where credit is due. The new animatronics for this movie look pretty great. It did have one crazy ass kill despite being a movie for kids. It did have that one guy from the Hunger Games movies, but actually his character was pretty bland, so never mind, I take that back. Wrong part of the video. It had the characters that played Billy Loomis and Stu from the Scream franchise, so that was something positive. And while we are on the topic, let's compare and contrast. So Scream is going to be on the 7th movie in this franchise, and still manages and tries to be different in each entry. Yet Freddy, being in the 2nd movie, does not care at all. I'm trying to think what else I liked about this movie. I couldn't think of anything else. I take that back, I thought about something. I love the fact that it ended. But for now, let me go over everything that I didn't like about this movie. Let's start off with this. The plot is bland. There is no flavor here. This plot, this movie is nothing but clichés. It's cliché writing, cliché scares, and cliché action taken by stupid characters. This whole movie is nothing but clichés. It should have been titled Freddy Five Nights of Cliché. I didn't care for any of these damn characters, to the point where I don't recall any of their names. Usually I will go online and try to see who their names are for my reviews, but nah, I'm good. No one in this movie is likable. And this movie did that one thing where one random character that we only saw once is a major character down the line. I guess that guy looked like a freaking creep. The first 5 minutes of this movie made me think, oh crap, it's gonna be one of those movies, huh? Off the bat, you get a sense that people are going to be making stupid decisions in this movie. Talking about stupid decisions, that should have been the second title for this movie. 5 Nights of Stupid Ass Decisions. There is a moment in this movie where people are using walkie-talkies to talk to each other, like old school, but they are miles away. How in hell does it make any sense? And plus, it's clear as day that they have phones too, so why even use walkie-talkies? I got another example of stupidity here for you. Throughout the whole movie, they showcase how heavy these animatronics really are. Yet somehow, Palpatine returned. Oh wait, no, wrong movie. I meant to say, yet somehow, people in this movie cannot hear them walking towards them at all. So yeah, this movie throws out its own logic out the window, all for the sake of cheap jump scares. And then on top of that, every adult in this movie here hates kids, yet they are parents or school teachers. How does that make any sense? Let me give you one example. There is one scene where a girl is clearly in distraught and she's seeking for help from adults, and she is in a location where the adults have kids, and yet these adults give no crap at all for any of the kids in general. So yeah, screw all the adults here. And then to add insult to injury, all the small characters here, or the young ones, are not bright either. There is a crew here, very much like the crew from Shelby Oaks looking for paranormal activity. And someone from that crew falls into water, clearly knowing that there's something in the water going towards them. But does this person jump out? Nah. Clearly the best course of action is to stay put, right? Yeah, of course. And then the main young girl here, she has a weird ass obsession with this Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. Clearly she needs some help. And then to top it off, her main guardian here is too busy trying to get laid to give a crap about her. I think they are siblings. If that's the case, that makes it even much worse. That makes it 10 times worse. And then her acting here, talking about, are my friends from Chuck E. Cheese gonna go to heaven? Yeah, it kinda got annoying after some time. Unless that's a plot point from the first movie. If so, then that's on me. But I swear, if this is something from the game, then this movie can go suck it. This film is trying to use elements from other movies in this genre, but it manages to use the wrong elements here. Nothing in this movie feels natural, if you will. Not much thought went into making this movie, other than just pure fan service, of course. And I know it's a kids movie, but other kids movie at least try to make a good script or a good movie overall. This one said screw it, we have a large IP and people will just show up either way. Which, to recap, the numbers from the first movie shows that they will. So let's see how much of a box office success this will be down the line. So in conclusion, this movie collapsed because it concentrated on nothing but pure fan service. You will not get any of the Easter eggs, any of the big moments, or anything in general unless you are a big fan of the IP. If you are a fan of this IP or already a well-established fan, then this movie is for you. You need to know the lore, the world, and the characters before seeing this movie to give a shit about them, because if not, then they mean nothing to you. So this all leads me to my rating for this film, and for this one I will give it a 1 out of 5 stars. This is not the true cinematic experience in theater. I do not recommend this movie at all to anyone unless you are a true hardcore fan of this IP. Well, thank you for your time today, my cinematic family. Please hit the subscribe button and maybe the like button if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy 2 if you've seen it or if you plan on seeing it. I am Chuy, and this is Chuy Cinematic Talk. Take care, I'll see you next time.